Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Quality Learning Experience. So in today's video lecture, we'll be going to discuss how to update records in a table using SQL command. So in today's video, we'll be going to cover these topics. First, command use. Second, different types to update records in a table. Third, syntax use. And fourth, sample example with code execution. So let's start our today's session. First one, what command we have to use? So the name of the command what we have to use is update command. Update is one of the data manipulation language command which we use to update records in a table. Now when we have to use this particular command, we have to use this command to update the records in a table when some existing records will be there and we want to make some changes in that. And this command is also to be used to put the data for the column for which the column value was null. So here null is representing the value which is unknown. Second, different types to update. So here the first type is update in a specific cell in record to change from old value to new value. It means we will be having a table with certain records. In that particular record, you will be having some columns, value. So some old value, if you want to replace it with a new value, for that this type A is going to work. Now let's discuss about type B. In this, we are going to update the value for the particular column where the value was not kept, or we also call it as the value was null. Now when to use null? Null is basically to be used when we don't know the value for a particular column. Now what syntax we have to use? So first is update in a specific cell in a record. So for that we are going to use the syntax update table name set column name 1 is equals to value, column name 2 is equals to value, comma dot 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 column name n is equals to value where condition. So it is very important to note here, if you will not use a where clause here, then in your table column all the values will be updated at the same time. So we have to make sure wherever we want to make the changes, it is important that we need to use where clause. And condition will be, it's nothing but column name is equals to some value. So this particular syntax we have to use when we want to update any particular value in a particular cell of a record. Now second one, update in a place of null is there in a specific cell in a record. It means wherever the value is unknown for a particular column, at that particular moment, if later we know the value and we want to make some value for that particular unknown column, then we have to use this particular syntax. Update space table name space set space column name 1 is equals to value, comma column name 2 is equals to value, comma dot 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 column name n is equals to value where column name is null. So here a very important thing we need to note it down, that here we are using column name is null. This keyword we have to use is null to replace a particular value where the value was null. So let's see some sample examples in both of the category. So here we have our input table, and in this particular table you can see we have 3 columns, and you can see we have 3 records, record number 1, record number 2 and record number 3. Now one thing we have to observe here, contact number for a student whose roll number is R_02 is not mentioned. What does it mean? Maybe that particular student was not having any particular contact number at that time when the record was inserted. But later, after some time, this student got mobile and got a particular number, mobile number. So later we want to update this particular table in this particular column value. So we can do it. Similarly, if you want to make any changes here in the existing record, for example, by mistake we have kept the name Saket here and it may be other than Saket. Maybe it is Sankit or something else. So old value is Saket and new value we want to make the changes here with Sankit, that also we can do. So this is our input table, and how we have to apply update command in this particular input table in order to make the change the old value to a new value, or where the value is null or unknown. So here is an example of null, nothing, no value is kept here for this particular contact field for the student whose roll number is r underscore 02. So let's solve some query. So query 1 is update table with student name Sakshi, where roll number is r underscore 03. So the important thing, we need to find it out in our table where we have to make the change. So here the condition is clear where the student roll number is r underscore 03. So let's go to our input table once again and see what is the name of a student whose roll number is r underscore 03. So you will see the name of the student is Saket. Now in question, what we have been asked to make the change in the table where our student roll number is r underscore 03. We have to make the change in the name. So name is now Sakshi. So earlier we have kept the name Saket. Maybe it is by mistake. It is a typing error or anything it may be. By mistake we have kept this particular name Saket, but later we want to change it to Sakshi. So for that, how to write the query in order to update that particular record? So we need to use this particular SQL command. Here you can see update space table name. So name of table we have is student, set now column name. So which column we want to update? We want to update this particular column, and the name of the column is name itself. So name is equals to Sakshi. We will keep it this particular value as a new value, where roll number. So you have to monitor where the roll number is given as r underscore 03. So we'll write roll number is equals to r underscore 03. So when you write this particular command and you execute this particular command, you will get the output like this. Again we will be getting a table, and now you can see clearly earlier the name was kept as a Saket in the previous case before updation, but now it has been replaced with Sakshi for the same roll number r underscore 03. So here it is one of the example where we have changed the old value to a new value. So let's go to another category where we want to place some value here where it is null. So for that, let's have a query. So we have a query 2. Now we have to update a table with the student contact number. We have to keep the contact number as 1212, where the contact number is null. Now where the contact number is null, we have to again see our table. In this particular table, you can see this particular cell value is null. So contact is null for the student whose roll number is r underscore 02, or we can say for the student whose name is Geeta. In any one of the case, if you want to replace this particular null with some value, we can do it. So let's see how to write the SQL command in this particular case. So the command what we have to use is update space table name. So here table name is student, set column name. So column name is contact. Where we have to make the change? We have to make the change in the contact number. So contact number is nothing but contact field or contact column name. So contact is equals to, this is value, 1212 is value, and I have not kept this value within a single quote because this contact number is an integer type of value. So it is going to accept only integer value. Where condition, so condition here is contact is null. So as I told you, wherever we want to work with a null, there will be only two cases. Either we have to use is or is not. So here it is a case of is. In the question it is clearly given where the contact number is null. So wherever we are getting a null for the contact number, that will be replaced with a value 1212. So our output will look like this. Now we will be having an output table, and you can see here now we have replaced that null value with one valid value, that is 1212 for the student whose roll number is either r_02 or you can say whose name is Geeta. So in this way we can make the changes in the record, or we can update the record. So let's go for a code execution. So here I have created the table. The name of the table I have kept as student underscore data, and I have kept three fields or three column names: roll number, second is name, and third one is contact number. And I have inserted some three records in this. So let's see what are the three records I have inserted. So here you can see I have inserted these three records, and in these three records you can clearly see record number 1 is complete, record number 2 here it is null. I have not kept any particular value. Suppose the value is unknown, so I will keep it as a null. And then I have a third value, that is the third record r_03 Saket and 6457 as a contact number. Now suppose our query is update table, put name of a student as Sakshi, where roll number of the student is r_03. Suppose this query is given to us. Then how we have to execute this particular command? With the help of SQL command. So we will write a query update table name. So our table name is student underscore data. This is our table name. Set, because we are going to put some value, for that we are using a keyword set. Set column name. So what is the column name? We have to make the changes. Name is equals to value, and value will be kept inside a single quote in this case because it is a character type of input. So I am using this single quote and I am keeping a new name as a Sakshi, where condition is given where roll number of the student is r_03. So where we will write roll number, where roll number is equals to again r_03. I will keep this value inside a single quote and a statement termination symbol. I'll select this particular command and then I'll click on run button. So here you can see my response is coming as one rows updated. So let's see what answer we have got after execution of this particular command. So we will again go to select space asterisk space from table name in order to see the updated record. So let's run this particular command. Now you can see our Saket name is replaced with Sakshi. So this is one of the case where the old value is replaced with a new value. So let's go for execution of a second type of query. Here, for example, we have been asked to update table record, put contact number as 1212, where roll number of the student is R underscore 02. Suppose this is the question. So read the question carefully. We have to update the table record and we have to put contact number. What we have to keep contact number? We have to keep contact number as 1212. So here 1212 should come after execution of the SQL command, and condition is there where roll number. So where roll number is R underscore 02. So we have to see the conditions properly and then we have to write the query. So for that we will write a query SQL command update table name. So table name is student underscore data set. Now column name, what column name we have to do? Use contact. Contact is equals to, now in this case I am using a value without single quote because I have taken this contact input as a integer. So I cannot keep it inside a single quote or double quote. Now where roll number, so my roll number field is written as roll underscore number is equals to value. So here value will be kept as R underscore 02 inside a single quote and statement termination symbol. I'll select this particular code and let's see what will be the output after execution of this. So again I'm getting one response that one row updated. So once again we want to see the record whether it is updated in the table or not. So for that again I will use this particular command and now I will click on run button. Now you can see here the output is coming like our roll number R underscore 02 whose name is Geeta. Contact number initially it was null or unknown. Now it has been replaced with a value 1212. So in this way we can update any particular records. We can update in a single query multiple records also. So for that we needed to use column name 1 is equals to value, column name is equals to column name 2 is equals to value, and so on. Like that we can do. So thank you for watching this video. I request all you to follow me in my next video where I'll be going to discuss about how to delete records from a table. If you like this video, then please don't forget to like and share this particular video. And if you are new to this particular video or new to this particular channel, then I request you to kindly subscribe this channel to get my all the notifications for upcoming videos. Thank you.